Yeah, I grew up in New Jersey, born and raised here in New Jersey. Happened to be an only child. My personal background, wife and two kids. I have a son who's 16, a daughter who is 19. Really looking for, any acquisition I make would be really about their future. I love the outdoors. It's a way for me to unwind and get some exercise, spend time with the family. From an early age, was always kind of focused on business. Worked in the family HVAC contracting business, sort of part-time while I was going through school. I did that for a couple years coming out of school. Made the decision I wanted to go back to school. I actually ended up studying finance and accounting. And then I ended up making a shift in careers and went into the medical healthcare space, specifically a company who I happen to know the founder, grew up with his kids. He gave me a very good job offer to come in to their technical department there, and really started out there as a field service engineer. Was heavily focused on servicing and maintaining diagnostic laboratory instruments. And then after about 4 years of being in the field, they asked me to come in and run their instrument refurbishment program, which I did for a good number of years, probably about 4 years after that. So that was really my first management role there. Ended up leading a very complex project to implement the first ERP and CRM in the company. And then from that, I went right into the controller role, the financial controller role of the company. And I held that role for a good few years, was ultimately promoted to CFO and then general manager. And really through that time, when I first joined the company, it was, I think, about $8 million in annual revenue. So all through those different positions I held there in management, the company was growing exponentially every year. Like I said, closely held family-owned business. I worked very, very closely with the founder and the family. The last 3 years in my role there at Avantic, I was the managing director and also the CEO. And that was a really, really interesting time because we were preparing the company to sell. The company had been around for 50 years. It was third generation, and the founder and the owners wanted to sell the company, ideally to a strategic buyer or to private equity. When we ultimately did sell the business, we were doing about 80 million. I led a successful exit of that company. I chose to stay on, work closely with the new CEO for about a year and a half. We did a number of additional roll-up acquisitions of smaller competitors in our space. Ultimately decided to move on from there, had some other investments I wanted to make. Since then, I have been investing in consulting. So investing in various companies. I've got 3 other very small minority investments. I'm also doing some management and strategic consulting with a few companies. Really what I'm looking for here in my next investment, next venture is really the anchor investment that I would be hands-on with, that I would be really looking to focus on and to build something for the future, not only for myself, but for my family and really for everyone that's involved. I'm very much someone who believes in the power of the team, collaborating and working with others to create prosperity for all. So I want to see everyone, all stakeholders, investors, employees. I want to see people get ahead. That's really, really important to me. In any private enterprise where you're coming in as a buyer, as the new owner, I think it's incredibly important to respect the legacy of what has been created and what's been built by the founders and those that are there. It's an opportunity to learn from those that have been part of it. Really taking those learnings and all the good that's been developed over many years and really being able to apply what I've learned over the years to grow and scale a business. So that's really what I'm looking to do, is to acquire something with a really strong foundation and a strong core, and not because I can come in and teach everybody what they don't know. That's not the way I approach it. It's how can we take what is really, really good and make it phenomenal, make it even better. How can we grow this